Africa has a massive potential. I hope this beautiful continent get what it deserves: peace, prosperity, and full balanced development. In this video of Museveni is trying to reflect what I'm saying. This is what Museveni is saying, and not only him, but other leaders also boarded the same boat to depend on their own country. Even our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, speaking to the Russian President, Museveni have just dropped at another bombshell, saying that it is now time for Russians to end the importing of the fertilizers in order for them to depend on their own commodity or capacity of development. Here's the video on how Museveni is addressing the Russian president.
Russia and Uganda have agreed to strengthen ties in the areas of oil exploration, nuclear power energy, fertilizers and space science. The bilateral agreement between Moscow and Kampala in space science is meant to enable Uganda to have its own dedicated satellite.
We have also agreed with the Russian groups on building a nuclear power station for generating electricity. And that one is going on, and I'm very happy with that.
The Ugandan leader proposed to his host, President Putin, to discourage by policy the importation of raw materials from Africa. Museveni urged the Russian Federation to work with African governments to add value to products at source to help transform the economies of the continent. On his part, President Vladimir Putin said that developing relations with African nations is one of the priorities of Moscow's foreign policy.
Russia remains committed to strengthening cooperation between Russia and Africa in economic, political, security, trade and humanitarian areas.
Uganda remains one of Russia's key partners and allies on the African continent, with the diplomatic relations between the two countries stretching over 60 years. Daniel Arab Moi, CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.
And gentlemen, good morning and welcome back again to our YouTube channel. I always combine this political analysis to analyze what always matters for us for the future. Before I proceed on this Museveni storms to Russians, if this is your first time you are watching me, I request you to take a 1 second and click the subscription button and subscribe the channel. In that next time when I upload to you such kind of a video, the video will automatically come to your YouTube platform. I also request you to give me a thumbs up, likes, comments and also sharing to your family and friends. I always believe I try my level best to deliver to you the information that will rectify the better future for Kenya and also for Africa as a whole. To the members, I'm still very much impressed through your support by subscribing, likes and also comment. The Museveni movement is bringing a lot of initiative between African leaders. Museveni have again stormed the Russian president, Putin, and stopped him from importing the fertilizers. Not only fertilizers, he also insisted that Africa should enable themselves to manufacture their own commodities. What can that one tell you? As I begin in the story by saying Africa has a lot of raw materials, it is now time for Africa to depend on their own. For African leaders to use skills and brains in order to develop in this continent on their own. Not only Museveni is trying this, but also the President of Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, even though they differ a little, When you compare Museveni, how he works smart, Museveni is after satellite, not to be built for him, but for just a few support. He wants Russians to support him in making its own satellite in Uganda. But he has stopped them from importing fertilizers. What can that one tell you? That leaders in Africa are now waking up to the extent of now beginning to use the raw material they have. I want to congratulate Ugandan president for this storming is bringing to leaders. It is always good to have a dialogue that tells you the truth, and that is what Museveni have said to the Russians, that they want to depend on their own. What are your conclusions on that video I've shown you? Another or the second key point on that video is the integrity that Ugandan president is trying to reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, today it has drives me to take you to Ugandan's politics. That is what is happening at Uganda at this moment. What are your conclusions or viewpoint on this Museveni's movement in #African Change Initiative? Drop your comment at the comment section below. Meanwhile, that is what I had at this our YouTube platform, Zion Kenya TV. I want to welcome you, and I hope you will enjoy this video I've just posted at this hour to this our beloved channel. Remember to subscribe, likes, and also comment. Bye bye till we meet on the next video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.